Perfectionism is the death of creativity and accomplishment. This is Natasha Kyler, and you are listening to Micro Musings. I think it's of no surprise that I'm a perfectionist. Recently, a friend said, "Practice makes better," and I shut that statement down immediately. That's how bad my perfectionist traits are. It's probably my worst trait because I get stuck in this paralysis of not taking action until I can do it the way I envision, but I won't be able to realize my vision if I don't practice. As Seven often says, I like to be instantly good at things. But don't get me wrong, I'm not judging others as harshly as I'm judging myself. I do not have the mental capacity to do all that. When I finally sat down to write this poem, it took a different direction than I expected, reflecting my later efforts to undo this detrimental mindset. Instead of glorifying perfection the way I used to, I discuss how mentally draining it is. The mountain of perfection. Practice makes better, because I no longer believe in perfect. What does it even mean to have all the required or desirable elements? Who decides what's right and what's desirable? My attention to detail nitpicks at the impossible, because there are questions unanswered about how to get to this destination. Ambitious, I still attempt to make the journey. I hike up a mountain of goals taller than Everest, with no peak in sight because nothing's ever good enough. Whose standards are we even going by? They should have told me to pack light, but my baggage grows heavier with every step. Insecurity and imposter syndrome burden my back as I carry the weight of my fear of failure. Lack of motivation leads to procrastination, a quality even discipline can't best. Anxiety sits at bay while unrealistic expectations dangle above my head, serving as a reminder of all the goals I have yet to accomplish. Burnout lurks in the shadows, taunting me, as comparison snakes its way into my thoughts. Affirmations level my head but don't stop my heart from racing. The top of the mountain still seems so far, and I'm unable to determine how far I've come. Yet I keep practicing and getting better so I can keep pushing forward, because the reward will be worth it in the long run. This is Natasha Kyler, and you are listening to Micro Musings. To read more of my poems, visit my website by clicking the link in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to share it, and if you enjoy the podcast overall, leave a 5-star rating. Please follow or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast so you don't miss a single episode. Until next time, with love, always, Natasha.